Right. The next point is that there are two important aspects in regular expressions. Okay, so those two are caret symbol, which indicates start of the string, and there is a dollar symbol which indicates end of the string. So these two characters represent start and end of the string. So same like the previous case, let me declare a string. Re dot match, and I have to write my pattern. What is my pattern? A dot 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 yes dollar. So basically the pattern here that I've mentioned is that any string that should start with the A that can be followed by any character. That's what I given 3 dot here. So any character, and the only thing is that it should end with the S. Okay. So it should be checking in this given string as usual. If you want, you can check this. I'm using group method because I'm trying to do the match. It should be in a small letters. There you see, it is matched. Okay. The same data can also be used in if else statement. If output. So obviously it will say the data match found because it is starting with the A and it is ending with the letter S. Okay, so now some different name which is ending with the K. Obviously that is not gonna end up in match, right? That is what this particular string is all about. Okay, and these are called meta characters. So whatever it discussed, right? Dollar, dot, plus, question mark, all are called meta characters, the important meta characters. Okay, now I'm going to take you through another meta character called square braces. Now look at that. None type. It says data not found. So what I've basically given, I just, sorry, it prints A. So what this square brace means is that whatever the letter that I specify should be available in your string. Okay, it won't find the entire string. It won't find the entire string. But what is very important, the string should be starting with the A, something like that. Now, I just made it as cap A as a starting. It says no match. Why? Because my pattern says that when I put this kind of square braces as it means my string sorting should start with the character that I've mentioned here. So now I removed A and it is now small a, so it matches. So the next special character that we're gonna see, the special character meta character that we're gonna see is backslash. A backslash hold a special meaning in Python regular expression. This is similar to R in our string. What does R indicates? R indicates raw data. So if I declare a string with the prefix of R, what does it mean? It won't do any of the Python based special characters like slash and slash t, it won't do. Same thing here. When you put a backslash before any meta character, it won't allow it to do the exact operation that the meta character does. Okay, let me quickly give you example. What is this input? Dhoni.msg. So look at that. My output is equal to re.match. I'm trying to match. Will you search, simply search. What I'm going to search and then where I'm going to search. I'm going to search from my string. So now I have to express this. So I'm going to express like dot. So dots are called periods in Python regular expression. It holds a special meta character meaning. It means it indicates the starting letter, first character of a given string. So if that was the case, when I do this one, output dot group, look at that, it prints D because D is the first letter. So by basic, a dot indicates the first character. It doesn't mean a dot is this. Okay, because by general, a dot means it's meta character in Python regular expression, so it does its own operation. So now, if I don't want the dot to do its own operation, I want dot to consider as a normal dot, not as a meta character. Then I have to include slash before that. Now, when I run, look at that. Now it indicates dot itself. It is just pointing towards the dot. So the dot meta character meaning has been eliminated. So that is the beauty of a backslash. Okay, good. So this is the very important point. So backslash is similar to that of the R. What is R? Raw data in our string. Okay. So these backslashes always play some tricky role. Okay, it is not always the same, right? Easiest way. Sometimes it plays some tricky role. So look at this. At times, imagine this is your input. Think that slash itself a part of a string. Now you want to match that particular slash. So what you will be doing? My output is equal to re dot search. So part I'm gonna write and then where you gonna write from your given string. All right. So now you're gonna do the pattern match. So what you'll be doing? You'll be putting slash. What you're actually trying to do? You're actually trying to match this slash. Let me add a line number. You're actually trying to match the slash that is available at line number 130. But what is backslash by general in regular expression? It means escape sequence. So that itself gives you the answer. Look at that. The command is not completely filled. So I couldn't enter. It is syntax problem. So what happened is that, so whenever there is a case where you want to match a slash of a given string, you should escape that with another slash. Now when you put the output, look at that. Again, it's messy because your regular expression again matches this like a part of a backslash when it does this engine search. So whenever you want to, check the slash of a given string, should always give the 4 slashes. That's what the matching for. So if you feel that you have a lot of trouble in doing so, is the better option is that use the raw data. Use the raw data. Okay, so raw data and then put double slash. Look at that. It will do the expected match. There you see it matches. Okay, and this also works fine. There you see both matches. So whenever you want to check the backslashes, you need to put little more caution while doing so. Right. Similar to this, there are certain aspects which has some dual meaning. Okay, so in regular expression itself, right, there are certain aspects which has a dual meaning. So you need to crack that. So just before, right, just before we seen certain things like caret and dollar symbol. Look at the line number 100. What does it mean? The caret symbol indicates the start of the line, whereas the dollar symbol indicates end of the line. The same two data, the same two meaning can be also achieved by another meta character called /a and /az. Okay, so these two does the similar operation of caret and dollar symbol. Let us see what is the actual difference between these two. Okay, so let me write a small example. Right, this is my string. So output is equal to re dot. We'll use find all method. Find all means all the possible matching scenario. Find all of. First, we need to put the input where I'm going to do the find all method, and here I need to express that with our expression. So let me start with the caret symbol. Caret. What does it mean? It indicates start. So I just put. So what I'm telling, my string needs to definitely start with a D. That's the meaning. Then what I'm going to do? Then followed by dot. Okay. Then what is very essential? So let me add few more things like plus D. We already seen what D does. Okay, and it should end with the dollar. Let me keep it as plus L because I'm gonna end with the L. That's the meaning. So what basically means caret symbol indicates whatever that I'm gonna represent after the caret should be the start, and whatever that I write before the dollar should be the end. In between there should be any data. So here plus is what? Sorry, dot is what? The character it means. Okay. So after D it can be any character and it should be end with the L. That's the meaning. So let me try check this one out. Output. So it says Dhoni is captain cool. It prints the entire string as a matching string. Dot means all the string. Plus means completely. Okay, the complete letter has been matched. Now the same thing I'm going to represent with the capital /a. Anchor symbol. Again, it indicates the starting letter. So let me run this. It is returning the same output, right? If you want, I can run both the scenarios. So both giving the same output. There is no broader difference. Okay. So now what happened is that we need to find the exact difference between these two. Okay. So some three data. So what is this in between the string /n? What happens when you put /n? It is going to put the next character into the next line. So basically, this is multi-line character. Whatever that I have written at line number 142 and line number 143 is a single line character. But here at line number 150, I am represented the entire string with a multi-line character. Instead of me writing it in a multi-line, I just given a slash for make it as a multi-line. So now when I run, output is empty. So let me check with capital A. In that case also, output is empty. Why? because this caret symbol and this dollar symbol will only read if the string is in single line. But basically what happened, your given input is actually in the multi-line character that Python cannot recognize by default. Okay, it cannot recognize by default. So what you have to do, we need to add additional flag so that your string automatically goes to the next line and checks. We seen something called re.I. What was that? Ignore the cases. So if there is any conflict of cases, it won't worry about the cases. Rather, it will just look out for the exact words matching. Same here. So we need to add a flag called re.m. So re.m means to let this read the multi-lines. Okay, so I just added another feature, multi-line character. So now I'll run the code. I'll run both the code at the same time. Look at this. Look at the difference. So first what happened? It returns every data. That means when I put a caret symbol, what does it mean? It checks the given pattern of match in all the lines of a given string. That's a caret symbol meaning. Whereas /a, that anchor symbol just keeps checking only the first line. It won't go back to the next line. That is the actual meaning of this. The same thing applies for /b and the dollar symbol. Okay. So be careful with these small, minute, differences. The same thing applies for dollar and also capital Z. So both gonna do the same thing. This indicates the end and that indicates the starting. So that is the minor difference.